in the heart of the ancient Benin kingdom, where spirits danced with mortals and every tree had a soul, there flowed a sacred river called Ovia. Her waters were more than water, they were magic, mystery, and memory, and within her depths dwelled a maiden, a goddess, a secret. This is the tale of Adesuwa, the river maiden who dared to fall in love with a mortal. Stay tuned. In the village of Iyakogba, nestled near the mighty Ovia River, the people lived with reverence for the sacred waters. They believed Ovia was the womb of fertility, the guardian of oaths, and the dwelling place of a spirit woman who appeared only to those with pure hearts. Young girls were forbidden to bathe near the deep bend of the river. Offerings were brought during the new moon, and no one dared fish beyond the carved stone where the river turned red at dawn. But in secret, Adesuwa, the spirit of the river, often emerged, her glowing form walking the riverbanks under moonlight. She was neither ghost nor human. Her skin shimmered like wet silver, her eyes glowed like moonstones, and her long, thick hair flowed like the river itself. But she was lonely. For centuries, she watched mortals fall in love, laugh, cry, and die. She longed to feel, to love, and to belong. Obanor was the son of a poor palm wine tapper, strong, thoughtful, and curious. He loved to sit near the river, sketching birds and telling stories to himself. He believed in spirits, but feared none. The elders warned him to avoid the river bend after twilight, but he often went, drawn by a song he could not explain. One day, as the river glistened with the golden sunset, Obanor fell asleep on a stone. When he awoke, a figure stood watching him. It was Adesuwa. She appeared as a maiden cloaked in blue, her feet bare, eyes glowing faintly. "Why do you always return here?" she asked. He answered, "Because this place listens to me, even when no one else does." From that moment, something bloomed between them. Curiosity turned to friendship. Friendship slowly bled into forbidden love. Love between spirit and mortal was taboo. The Ovia River had rules, written in the blood of gods and sealed by the Oba himself centuries ago. If a spirit gave her heart to a mortal, her essence would begin to fade. If the mortal touched her in pure love, she would be torn from the spirit realm, neither human nor goddess, lost in between. But Adesuwa did not care. For the first time in centuries, she laughed. Obanor would bring her painted gourds, poems carved in wood, and songs he sang in hushed tones by moonlight. One night, beneath the crescent moon, Obanor kissed her hand, and the waters trembled. Thunder cracked. A giant serpent, guardian of the river's gate, roared from the depths. Adesuwa screamed and vanished in a swirl of mist. Obanor returned daily, calling out her name. Villagers began to whisper. The oracle of Ogbekpen declared, "A mortal has touched the spirit. The river is angry." Crops began to die. Animals vanished. Pregnant women miscarried. The river turned murky. The king summoned Obanor. "You have defiled the sacred," the king thundered. "I love her," Obanor said boldly. "I would give anything to see her again." So he was given a trial, one not of man, but of gods. If he could survive 3 tasks set by the river spirits, the curse would be lifted. If he failed, he would be swallowed by Ovia. First task, the Forest of Lost Voices. Obanor had to retrieve the moonstone necklace Adesuwa once wore from the forest where the dead whisper. Each step, he heard voices of regret and temptation, but he remembered her laugh and pressed on. Second task, the Dance of Fireflies. He had to dance under the fireflies of Ekpoma without blinking or falling asleep until the first rooster crowed. The fireflies sang songs of Adesuwa's past lovers and tried to confuse him. He cried, but did not stop dancing. Third task, the Bridge of Truth. He had to cross an invisible bridge over the Ovia River and shout the one truth even the gods were afraid to hear. In silence, he stepped across. At the edge, he shouted, "Even gods deserve love and mortals deserve to dream." Lightning split the skies. Adesuwa reappeared, no longer shimmering, no longer glowing, just a girl, human, weakened and fragile. "You freed me, but I can't return to the river, and I may never live beyond a mortal's breath." Obanor took her hand. "Then live, even if just for one lifetime." The river wept. Rain fell for 3 days. The villagers awoke to green crops, full wombs and clear waters. The king declared the union a miracle. A shrine was built, half in stone, half in water, where lovers brought offerings for centuries. They say Obanor and Adesuwa lived quietly by the river, raising 3 children. She aged slowly, like dusk fading into night, and when she died, the river sang her name. Till this day, lovers go to Ovia's Bend and whisper wishes. If the waters ripple without wind, it means Adesuwa listens. Moral lessons. 1. Love transcends boundaries, but true love demands sacrifice. 2. The greatest power is not strength or wealth, but devotion. 3. Respect traditions, but never fear questioning them for truth. 4. Even spirits yearn for human connection. Compassion unites all realms. 5. Destiny rewards the brave, but only if the heart is pure. The end. Please kindly do well to subscribe, like, comment, and turn on your notification bell to get notified when we drop a new video. See you in our next video. Bye!